life, I decided to start a journey that today super amazing. I've not traveled far, but I am seeing to the future already. But a lot of things begin to happen. There's a reason why I am making this video, right? And you're going to know if you are patient just on or before the next 5 to 8 minutes. Listen to me carefully, because this video does not only speak about me and my why, my purpose, but we speak a lot to you listening right now. There's something amazing about what I'm about to dish out to you. Now, let me not put you on too much suspense. I just told you a while ago that I've been on a journey. Of course, all of us are on a journey. Right now, you watching me, you're also on a journey. But there's a lot of questions come. Okay, a lot of steps come. Okay, a lot of steps people are not taking, a lot of questions people are not asking. Now, I was asking a lot of questions before quitting my job, a lecturing job, to start a business journey. I'm not talking about questions today, but these questions, the quality of the questions I was asking was what lead me to where I am today, and possibly what will lead me into that future of the purpose I'm about to discuss with you today. And the topic is, what is my purpose of being online, of being on YouTube channel? That is the question. Okay, now this is a very quality question that a lot of people don't answer. You've been on YouTube, maybe you've been on social media, on TikTok, wherever you are doing your thing, on LinkedIn. But the question is, what's your purpose of being there? Why are you actually there in the first place? Are you just there to make content for people to watch? Why are you making the content? Now, let me go back to my story. 1 year ago, after several distractions trying to fit in whatever it is, like the crowd, everybody is making video, everybody is doing business, I also want to have a feel of it. I really sat down and asked myself, why are you really interested in some of these things? And then I began to realize, like, look, I have this passionate, burning desire to impact on people's life. Of course, it has been my dream. I've been a teacher all my life. Little did I know that being in the classroom was actually part of my dream, but I have a bigger calling. A bigger calling I'm going to reveal to you. I said it. Just be patient, please. Now, guess what? Just 1 year down the line, I began to realize that just taking that decision and asking the right question. Let me even tell you that one of the questions I asked was that, why am I a lecturer and what do I stand to gain being a lecturer? And if I'm not a lecturer today, the knowledge I have of chemistry of 8 years, like 5 years first degree, 3 years second degree, what can I use it to do? And guess what? The answers were almost like I couldn't find the answers. And for a lot of other colleagues, doctors, profs, what they tell me was not satisfying. The answers were not satisfying. So I quickly look other way around to see where I have a fulfilling answers. And that was how I landed myself to where I am today, being a businessman. I run e-commerce, different brands as we speak. But that's not the purpose of the video, right? The purpose is, why am I on YouTube today? Why are you watching me today? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be revealing something very powerful. Now, just 3 days ago, I was chatting with somebody, and the person happens to ask me that, how do you see yourself in the future? Like, okay, let me put it the way the person framed the question. What does the future look like for you? If I am asking you this question now, what is your answer? Can you type it on the comment section? How does the future look like for you? Are you just drifting around, doing things because people do it, going to work because people go to work, or maybe because you want to eat? Is that what you are doing? No, there is more to it. But if you ask yourself sincerely, try to look out for the answer. Write it down if you ever found any. But the lady asked me again, and let me pose the same question. How does the future look like for you? And this future can be tomorrow here, can be next week, can be 5 years, can be 10 years, can be 15 years later, even 20 or 50 years later. It depends on how far you can see. Some people cannot even see beyond the next 1 hour. I am telling you, there's a lot you need to learn from this video, but I'm not going to go deeper into that. I still want to tell you, why am I on YouTube? Why are you doing what you do? It doesn't matter whether you're on YouTube, whether you're watching me now, what you are doing, why are you, if you are going to school, you want to get a degree, you want to get a wife, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to make money, even the money you want to make, why do you want to make money? Is it just to eat? What else? You should mention it, obviously. If you know the reason why you are doing anything, it makes a lot of sense. It's connected to purpose, and that's what I'm about revealing now. Ladies and gentlemen, I now figure out that, I started answering the lady as if like impromptu, the answers were coming to my head. And that was because over the time I've been intentional, but I have never sat down to ask myself this question. I was like, okay, I look at myself like I'm in a kingdom, like a kind of powerful king. I'm going to put it the way I put it for that lady. A powerful king surrounded by visionary, powerful kings. And these kings happens to have a lot of leaders, they are ruling. And these leaders also happens to be training a lot of other leaders, upcoming leaders, generational leaders that are going to build states, countries, and nations, especially those nations or people, individuals living below their potentials. When I said this, it makes a lot of sense. But guess what? I never thought of it. I never thought of this purpose. This is the purpose why I'm making video on YouTube. Now, if you have been watching me over the time, watching my content, you should know that this kingdom is a beautiful kingdom. I mean, what did I say? Kingdom that I've envisioned, right? Kingdom that I've envisioned. And if you want to join, right, you can feel free to message me anytime, any day. But I know that with time, people will look back to this video and say like, wow, he actually envisioned that kingdom. Why? Because I have seen a lot of people that have seen vision into their kingdom or into their destiny. Now, this kingdom, I don't know why I'm calling it kingdom, but it can be a destiny, if that's what you call it. It can be a vision, if that's what you call it. It can be, but I look at it more like a community of humanity, of humans that understand what it takes to live and to live. Like, I don't know how to put it. Literally, everybody have this freedom to live in a beautiful environment that is created by us and by us for ourselves. That kind of, I don't know whether it's democracy kind of, but you rule yourself in your own community, in your own world, not by others, not by wicked other people. And then how do we do this? It's an entrepreneurial setting where you have a say over your life. And guess what? The way I look at it, you mustn't even start with anything. All you need is your common sense, your brain, your eyes. You can see. In fact, if you cannot even see, you can think. You have brain, you have subconscious mind. That's all you need. Then what do? We help you discover your talent, your hidden talent. We develop it over time. And that's why we must have leaders and leaders and leaders, kings and queens, princes, princess, and prince and princesses, right? If you are listening to me today, this might be one of the best videos you've watched. Yes, best not in terms of the content, in terms of the presentation, whatever it is, but in terms of the dreams and vision that is buried in it. You might want to follow me up. Otherwise, you might just be part of those people that will like, if I knew, I would have just listened to that guy, because I've seen everything. You might not be seeing it, but if you are patient to travel with me, I bet you're going to see it too. So, ladies and gentlemen, finally, I also happens to be working closely with a lady recently. I would say a woman, not lady. That's Dr. Vivian. Dr. Vivian, what's the other name? So, and then she has a beautiful community, Phoenix Gates. I've been following her, I think, recently in the last 2-3 months. So we happen to be in a YouTube channel, like a YouTube development channel, kind of encouragement and teaching and all of that. This lady also, or this woman, do a lot of free services, like a lot of community services. And this one amazing thing, I began to join communities where I am supposed to improve, to learn how to be able to develop my own community that I envision. I encourage you to do the same. Now it's opportunity for you to join my community. I've joined a lot of others, but you also need to pay a price. You need to, the sacrifices. What are you willing to give for what you want? How fast are you willing to start? How much of it do you want? How much of it do you wish to give? And all of that. So this is all about. Now, what I'm telling you, and the reason why I brought up this woman is she also happens to ask us on the YouTube community that what is your why of actually making YouTube channel? And she encouraged every one of us to go and make a video of the why you are making your YouTube channel. Guess what? She actually pushed me to also stand up to make this video. And amazingly, this is the last interesting thing I want to tell you about this video, where my vision is, once you can envision it and you can begin to look at it, work towards it, the nature has a way of coming together, bringing people together. The universe has a way of supporting you to make sure that you get exactly what you want. And let me end this quote from Napoleon Hill, that he said, if your mind can conceive it and your heart can believe it with passion, believe it or not, it becomes your reality. Sorry, you must believe it with passion, right? It becomes your reality. So, ladies and gentlemen, I announce to you the king of lead synergies. Watch out. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do this again some other time. Bye-bye for now. Enjoy the rest of the day.